Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast, the cast of pods.
I'm Megan here, being a confident, non-anxious driver.
And I'm Haley, unemployed.
Only for a very short amount of time.
Only for 9 days.
So barely any time at all.
So fair, queen.
So
I mean, does it
nothing
count as
major.
unemployed if I have a job lined up, I'm just not starting yet?
No, you're not unemployed. You're just
Okay.
waiting.
I file for unemployment for these days.
You're a lady in waiting.
Ooh. I like that.
Yes. We're both having major life shifting decisions.
We are. So much going on at the same time for the besties.
I just think this is the year of getting shit done. I just think it is.
Well, no time like the present when the rest of the world is crumbling for us to get our lives together.
Slay.
I guess that's what
So
it really
slay.
takes.
Mm-hmm. As I told you, I did tell my driving instructor, Chris. I'm calling him Chris by his first name because I don't want his last name on the podcast. But
So
Chris,
fair. There's so many Chris's out there.
Thank you for teaching me to drive.
Yes, Chris, we love you, Chris.
Slay, Chris. Because I said to you, I was like, if I needed somebody to get information out of me, put me behind the wheel because I will blurt my whole life story out to you.
As you should, I think.
I don't know what to do when I'm driving. So I just have to. I mean, at first he was like, "You are like suspiciously quiet." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." I'm like, I'm focused. I'm in. I'm locked in.
You've got two modes: either absolutely silently locked in. I just said yacked. Oh my god. Because the next word I was gonna say was yapper. You're a professional yapper.
I am a professional
Fluent in
yapper.
Japanese, but instead it just came out as yapped in.
This is why we have a podcast. Is because I have a master's in yappergeese. I don't know, yappergeese.
I have my doctorate in yapping.
I do, but the problem is if I'm talking, I am not focusing at all.
So fair.
Unless I'm specifically talking about the thing that I'm doing. If I am not narrating my entire drive, like, I am not focused.
You're behind the wheel of the car, just being like, I am turning left. I am holding the steering wheel firmly.
Actually,
I am
last night,
slightly accelerating.
Last night, I drove home from work. Yay, Megan. And I narrated it like I was a pilot. I was like checking flight paths of other pilots.
That's so funny. You're just like, good evening, everyone. This is your captain speaking.
I was like, we're running on a 5-minute delay. That is just what I did last night.
I don't struck the engine. Please prepare
I'm gonna
for some
have
turbulence.
To land the plane. That is literally. I don't think Taylor enjoyed it whatsoever. I think she was very angry because I was narrating. If someone would come in front of me, I'd be like, flight 432 intercepting my path.
But that's so funny. That's so much better than, like, that's so much better than I'm so anxious while driving the guardrail.
I was having a really fun time. I have a new love for, you know how I said I hate other people being on the road?
Yes.
I love other people being on the road now. Because now it makes it harder for people to cut in front of me and ram into me because I get to follow someone in front of me.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's the good part about it. Is if you're not at the front of the line, you're following the flow of traffic.
Yes,
you're the one that has to set the flow of traffic. That's so much responsibility.
It is, and they hate me and they go around me because I'm slow. I drive the speed limit. That's right, bitches. I'm a speed limit driver. I am thinking about taking my test in April.
Ooh,
we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that pans out.
A springtime queen.
Yes.
Can you schedule it for April 1st?
April Fools. I'm fucking driving. I don't know. Because I'm going to be paying for the school that the driving instructor. Basically, they're going to schedule a time with the DMV to. So I'm gonna drive down to Dunmore. Thank you for echolocating me, Megan. Echolocating? What's the word?
That's what just happened.
No, it's not. Yes. But I'm going to drive down to Dunmore with my driving instructor, and he's going to show me the course, and he's going to go through it with me, and then I'm going to take the test.
Oh. That's so cute of him.
Yeah, a cute $180 does that.
Oh, that's less cute.
It's fine because I would like to pass.
That's fair.
I would like to pass, so I will pay any amount of money.
So fair, queen.
But yes, I have been. Is he intercepting? Is he speaking?
Yeah, well, he's currently playing with his boyfriends. Huh?
Oh my god, he's making out with boys in the background.
I can't. Megan might be able to, but that's fine. You're just background noise.
Megan might be able to?
Yeah, can you hear him? What am I able
to do? Oh yeah, I can hear him. But not that bad.
Oh. Because I can't hear him because I have both my earbuds in.
Yeah, it's fine. We can deal with it. He's kissing his boyfriends in the background?
Yeah, he's kissing his boyfriends in the background. You can't see it, but he just slow turned around to me.
Good. That is the reaction that I was expecting. I have to stop. Okay, I have to throw this pen away from me because in every single recording. Yes. So I notice it every single time, and I'm sure people do as well. I do it subconsciously, but throughout the entire recording, excuse me, I just burped. I am currently drinking a Canada Dry Fruit Splash Cherry Ginger Ale.
That sounds refreshing. I was drinking an alcoholic Monster.
Ew! Why are you doing that?
Because Dave brought them home.
Boo.
Well, it's that or drinking the angry. Well, I can't drink them because he already
drank them all.
No, he hasn't drank all the Monsters, but he got at the same time as he got the Monsters, he got the Angry Orchard apple beers.
Yes.
And he has already finished them.
Boo.
It's fine. It was over.
You should force him to. I don't like them. You should force him. Well, tell him to get something you like.
I mean,
tell him to stop being an asshole.
Listen, it's not that he's an asshole. It's that I didn't know he was stopping, and also if I want something, like, I have a decent amount of liquor here.
Yes, but that's not a beer. Sometimes it's not the same.
I don't like beer though. Because he swears they taste like apple juice. As a confirmed apple juice lover, I hate them. They don't taste like apple juice.
The only hops related beverage that I enjoy, as we know, is the Susquehanna Brewing Company ales and bevies. They are delicious. They are my favorite. I also like a Corona once in a while with a lime slice.
I don't think I've tried Corona, but
Corona is pretty good.
I'm so
bottled, not canned.
I'm so turned off by just any beer because I know that it's beer and I just immediately taste yeast.
That's so fair. That's why you hide it with other things.
You can't hide it from me though. It's like my mother and Coca-Cola. You cannot hide if it's coming out of the freestyle machine from her. You also can't hide if it's coming out of a bottle, like a plastic bottle, a metallic can, or a glass bottle from her. That woman knows. True.
Honestly, so fair. You need to drink more Susquehanna Brewing, because they are my favorite. They are yummy.
But what if I don't like them?
Then you give the rest to me. I'll buy them off of you.
Okay, next time I feel like going
A,
to the liquor store.
a crispy beer. Crispy. I like
Because
my
that's the sucky
frigid.
thing. I will every once in a while crave a beer, and then I will also very much crave a cigarette sometimes.
Yes. Yes. Now
And
he
it's
is
so
yelling.
bad. I don't think, well, yeah, because they're playing their shoot 'em up games.
Tell him to play nicer.
Um, Megan says you need to play nicer. I don't think he.
Play nicer or play better?
Nicer.
Like, play nicer with your words.
Play nicer with your words and with your friends. We don't use our mean words with our friends. We don't use the mean tone.
That's not even close to a mean tone with this game. I actually contemplated when I made the decision to put my earbuds in and record with you on my phone. I was thinking about going out into my car so I wouldn't hear him.
So fair. We just have like a nice, if like this is like the background noise to someone else's background noise.
It is. We've got background noise squared.
We got background noise with our background noise. It's meta. Oh, can I tell you about my new favorite show I've been watching? It's not new, a new show, but it's my new favorite show.
What's your new favorite show?
Do you know The Crown on Netflix?
I have heard of The Crown. I have seen snippets of The Crown. I have attempted to sit myself down to watch it, and I don't have the brain power at this moment in my life.
The Crown. I put it on for background noise one night while I was crocheting because I was like, I need something with a little plot. I need something that I can follow, which is very rare. As we know, I don't like plot for the most part.
Mm-hmm. We hate plot in this house.
We hate plot because I can't stand to sit around and watch something. But I put it on because I was like, you know what? I like Bridgerton. Maybe I'd like this show. And boy, oh boy, do I like
You
this
were
show.
right.
I was correct.
It's the one where it's about like Diana. Well, not about Diana, but you know.
Well, the first season is about it's about the royals. The first season is about Queen Elizabeth when she first took the crown after her father died. So we go through that, and then we get to Margaret Thatcher, I guess, being I think that's like the fourth season though. We just, you go through all of it. You go through like the kids growing up, all that jazz. And then I think the last season they did, which they said was the final season, was Kate Middleton. Was William meeting Kate Middleton, who is missing, as we know.
She is missing in action.
Except they took the paparazzi took a blurry photo of her in a car, and everyone's like, that is her sister.
I know. Oh my gosh. I saw TikToks about it where everybody was like, this is not her. This is... No. You guys are wrong.
I don't care enough. Apparently people are saying that she had to go to rehab because she had an eating disorder. And she's very self-conscious because she gained weight while she was there. Which obviously, which that could be it. People were saying she had gotten surgery. I know she had just gotten like a big surgery done on her stomach.
Yeah.
Or like something was wrong, so she had to get a surgery. But people were saying she got like a nose job that went wrong, or like lipo that went wrong.
But why would she be getting a nose job? I feel like that's all fake.
Yes, obviously. I feel like the more it is just a little weird, but it could be just that she's feeling self-conscious, which is so fair. Can't we all? Even the royals can feel a little self-conscious every once in a while.
100%, especially with the way that they're harped on.
Yeah, so I don't blame her, nor do I judge her.
No, I mean, everybody gets a nose job every now and again, I guess.
Yeah, especially when you have money. I would. So it's like, I guess do whatever you want, queen. Well, not queen. Duchess.
Yeah, whatever your title is, I guess.
Soon to be queen, because if Charles is going the way he goes. We are going to have a new queen. I was talking to Taylor about how...
Well, we're not going to have a new queen. They are going to have a new queen.
No, we'll have a new Queen Slay. Pussy boss. Huntress.
We, unfortunately, only have a geriatric president.
I know. Some days I wish we had a queen. Some days I don't wish we had a queen, but some days I wish we had a queen. It's like me. It's like us craving a cigarette. It's like, God, I wish for one day.
Like, some days I wish it was real just because the thought of... But I wish I'm glad it's not real. Okay, let me collect my thought here. Sometimes I wish it was real. I'm glad it isn't real, though, because the thought of having to crowd around the White House, like, the next time somebody is, inducted into the White House and having to literally, legally yell, hip, hip, hooray, makes me want to kill myself.
No. I want to do that.
I don't want to... Could you imagine having to do that for Joe Biden?
No, but wouldn't it be fun to gather around the White House and just yell hip hip hooray?
I think it would be fun if we did that, like, now. But, like, for no reason. Like, I'm not held to doing it. Okay, I have to run out to my car and get my better charger, because we've only been recording for 16 minutes and my phone's already gone down 5%.
Holy shit. Okay, intermission.
Well, I'm taking you with me, babe. You're just gonna hear the rain.
With me? Oh my god, a journey. We're on the run.
We're on the run. Can you hear the rain?
Not a little bit. Sounds like a little bit of white noise.
Alright, we've got white noise in the podcast, and I'm getting soaked.
Oh no.
It's fine. Everything's okay.
Everything's fine, everything's great.
Oh, there's still balloons in my car.
Why are there balloons in your car? Oh, from...
Yeah, because they made me take the balloons home with me from my last day. I was like, why do I have to take the balloons? They were like, well, you can't just pop them.
Yeah, you can.
I was like, because I was talking to my mom in private, because it was up in her office that they did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the difference if I pop the balloons here or if I pop the balloons at home? She was like, well, we can't see you do it at home. And I was like, okay, I guess that's fair.
Fair enough.
I don't want to keep them in my car.
You're going to have to pop them. You're going to have to.
Or they're just going to sit in my car till they die naturally.
A natural death. No euthanasia.
Natural causes. Are you really going to go out and sit in your car? No, Dave, I was just going out to get my charger.
Oh.
Like...
But
I am having to do this with getting on my phone and my headphones. I am wondering when we're over in the new house what it's going to be like if he's playing on his computer and we are recording, because we're going to be in the same room, like, next to each other.
Well, kick him out.
I just buy a second computer to put in the basement so he can go down there.
Just put him in the basement. What's stopping him?
I should.
What's stopping you?
No.
How rude.
I know. Why wouldn't you want to go get locked in the basement?
I'd lock him in the basement. I don't know.
I mean, there is an office down there.
Damn, he doesn't even want to use the office.
I know. How rude, right? Oh, the cat's all up in my shoes.
Android front-facing camera.
Android front-facing camera?
That's what I'm looking at. I didn't realize there was a clicky thing on Riverside that I can see. Android front-facing camera. Whoop, cat.
Oh.
But The Crown, amazing. I love watching it because every time I'm like, oh my god, that's a crazy plot line. And then I'm like, wait, it happened. It happened.
This is real life.
This is real life. This is just a real thing that happened.
That's widowy history.
Widowy history. We can't go back.
We can't go back. We have to not do voices this time.
We did so many voices. Oh boy. But how are you feeling about moving job? Imagine I had a microphone.
Oh, like when you were in my car and you did it that one time, but I was confused and gave you an awkward fist bump?
Yes.
No, but I'm stressed because there's a lot of moving
Work.
parts specifically with the move, but then
yes.
Starting a new job with all these people I don't know, and I'm starting as like a manager.
Yes.
I'm gonna be managing things.
Correct.
And it's like, these people are gonna come. I'm gonna come in, and these people are gonna hate me.
No,
they're gonna freaking hate me.
They're gonna fucking hate me. They will not, though.
I will say, did I show you the tile I was thinking about for the kitchen?
I believe you did.
It's those like.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I remember now.
So I'm still wanting, like, I feel like I should order them now because they're on sale and the sale ends March 20th.
Go for it.
But I'm like going back and forth, like, one, where am I gonna put them? I mean, I could just keep them in my car.
Yeah. Although you should be careful with like the weather and warping them.
Yeah, but so I'm thinking about those, but then I'm like, what if they don't look good with the cabinet color? Because we're not doing anything with the cabinets. Mm-hmm. And what if they don't look good with the floor? So then I did all of the photo editing that I can on my phone, as in I took a screenshot and then cropped it down of the tile from the listing on Lowe's, and then went into my Snapchat and found the picture from my camera roll of the picture of the kitchen I took, and then just made a sticker of the tile from my screenshot, and then put it over the cabinets to see if they would look good together, because that's about all that I could do currently.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I feel like it looked good. I saw a picture in a review. Yeah, like, that's all that I get, because you can't get a sample of them, unfortunately, which, like, I guess I understand. So it's just, like, you have to order them all or nothing. But I saw a picture in the reviews for them where it looked a little silly, but then that could have just been, like, the lighting and everything in that room that person chose to do, too. But it's fine. I'm back to trying to figure out what colors I want to paint everything. I am still thinking, like, a deep blush pink for the little room that I'm going to be making my craft room and also my get ready room. So I think I'm going to put a vanity in there and have, like, all my makeup, my jewelry, stuff like that in there.
I think that's a good idea. Love a blush color.
I do too. I have the image in my head, and I'm thinking maybe, you know how when people do those things where, like, halfway or 3/4 way up the wall, they put, like, wooden trim, and then they do the slats, frame it out, and then they do wallpaper on the rest of the wall?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing something like that in there. But then I'm also like, that sounds like a lot of work, and I'm lazy.
It is a lot of work. I feel like doing wallpaper or anything like that is time consuming.
It is, because
I had wanted to do wallpaper.
Don't you have to put the glue up?
Yes, but you could get just sticky back wallpaper. It's just a little more expensive, I think.
I feel like I see stuff about that it peels all the time.
Well, I mean, you could always peel it back.
But then I was thinking, actually, I just remembered this. I saw a TikTok once where somebody didn't want to go through the hassle of buying wallpaper, putting it up, doing the adhesive, all that stuff. So instead, what they did is they found a stamp that they really liked, and they just went through on the section of wall that they were thinking of doing this, and they dipped the stamp instead of in ink, in paint, obviously, and then they just stamped the wall in a pattern that they liked, and it honestly looked pretty good.
You would have to be very careful with that, I feel.
I would. I'd get one of those laser level things, you know, where they put, like, the line just gets projected on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
To keep it, like, level and stuff. But, yeah. I'm still, like, I'm gonna decide what I actually want to do once I get in there. But, I don't know. We'll see. I might just paint it and call it a day.
Paint or call it a day. I just bought a desk chair because right now I sit in a folding chair and do this podcast and everything that goes along with it.
I do think that's very funny.
But I bought one. I think it was $76. It's one where I can crisscross applesauce in it.
Oh, is it like one of those wide ones that's been blowing up all over TikTok?
Yes, it is. Because I was gonna look for one with arms, but I realized, like, if I get one with arms, it's not gonna be able to push in all the way, I think, in my desk, because it's so short. So I just didn't. But I am what am I doing? Give me a second. Give me a second.
What are you?
Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Hello and welcome to Letterdoxed.
Oh hell yeah!
This is the game. This is the quiz show where I give Haley 3 reviews out of 3. I have 3 movies, 3 reviews for each, and Haley has to guess which movie it is.
As we know, the first time we did this, I got all 3 right. The second time we did this, I was 1 for 3.
You got 1.
So this time, I'm expecting to get a full 0.
You will not. But
do not doubt my lack of movie knowledge. Unless you specifically are picking reviews for movies you know I've seen, I'm probably not going to get them.
I have quite the selection today.
They're all Cars movies. It's all Cars, but the first one.
Yes. No. Okay. So the first 3 reviews. Can we agree that the man cheering and clapping every time the plate fell was just the worst? 4 stars. I was gonna make a review, but I'm afraid I'm gonna repeat myself. 4.5 stars. Seemed a bit repetitive. 4 stars. We have Bruce Almighty, Groundhog's Day, and Happy Death Day.
Okay, so automatically, I think whatever the first movie you said is out. Because I know Groundhog's Day and Happy Death Day, aren't they both repeating day movies?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so now it's just a matter of that, I guess.
Yes.
I feel like, okay, I never watched, as we know, any of these movies. I feel like I saw a lot more about Happy Death Day than I did Groundhog Day, and Happy Death Day feels like it would be a cheesy horror movie.
I've heard it's actually pretty good. I have seen Groundhog's Day. And I think I've also seen Bruce Almighty, but, not important here.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Groundhog, I think.
Give me a second.
That would have been so much funnier if you had to take time to find the boo button.
The boo button. No. I gotta go. Gallery. Next 3 reviews. Oh my goodness, where'd they all go?
Next 3 reviews. Patiently waiting.
100% convinced this film takes place in the Riverdale universe.
Ooh.
1 star. The reveal of that boy being her boyfriend and not her brother, bitch, I lost it. 1/2 star. Kids Bop version of 50 Shades. 1 star. I have Priscilla. I have The Kissing Booth. I have After. A movie. I think did you watch The Kissing Booth with me?
I don't think we watched The
I
Kissing
know
Booth.
After.
We watched After. It's
Yes.
so crazy that you said that The Kissing Booth is in, like, the options, because I was thinking The Kissing Booth when you read the second review. So I think I have to go... The Kissing Booth I really don't think was... Okay. I've practically seen the whole movie via TikTok and YouTube reviews. I'm like 90% sure of it. I have to go with Kissing Booth. I have such a physical reaction to hearing that noise. I just need you to know.
I'll find a new booing noise. Can I find one right now, actually? Wait.
No, it's okay. I think I just hate being wrong.
I think you just hate being... Wait. How do you feel about that?
I think you just need to hit me with the metal pipe.
Where is the metal pipe? I have a metal pipe. Oh my god, wait 1 second. That one?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I think? Actually, sorry, I need to pause and go on a side bit for a second. You know what I think my favorite type of YouTube content is?
What is it?
It's those, like, hour-long videos, 5-hour-long videos, 10-hour-long videos where it's mainly silence, but every so often they'll just play a noise.
So fair.
Because there is a 10-hour version of it's mainly silence, but at random intervals it will play a metal pipe.
Oh, I have seen them!
And I love those videos.
Okay,
moving on. I think we have one more.
Next 3 reviews. So that's how Fred, Daphne, and Shaggy met. 2.5 stars. Why is Usher in this? 2 stars. Check out the boobs on Super Freak. Gotta be top 10 movie lines of all time. 4.5 stars. Now, we have The Kissing Booth 2. She's All That. Priscilla.
Oh. I didn't even know they made a second Kissing Booth.
There's 3.
That's 4 too many.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So it was Priscilla, Kissing Booth 2, and what?
She's All That.
She's All That, okay. Don't have any information as to what that movie is.
It's an older one.
Honestly, any of them, really. Oh, okay, maybe I do know She's All That. It's vaguely recollecting in my brain. Don't think it's that one, though. The boobs line feels very Netflixy to me.
Yeah.
So I am, for better or for worse, having to go... Well, was Priscilla Netflix produced?
No. That's A24. I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with The Kissing Booth too, and you can hit me with whatever you hit me with at this point.
It was She's All That.
Oh, that's the movie with what's her face that went crazy.
What's her face that went crazy? Is it?
I don't know if her name is Amanda. No. Isn't it this?
Rachel Lee Cook is in it. Matthew Lillard is in it. Kieran Culkin.
But isn't She's All That the movie where the girl becomes the like a boy, a football player?
No.
What am I thinking of?
You are thinking of She's the Man.
Oh, motherfucker, leads me astray. God damn it.
Yes, and then there was a Netflix remake called He's All That with Addison Rae.
Yeah, did not watch that.
No.
Didn't even know about it.
Actually, who did the review on He's All That? Oh my god. I don't remember now. Because I'm 100% sure either Danny, Drew, or Curtis did a video.
I think I would remember that, and I feel like I haven't seen that on any of their pages. We'll have to do some internet sleuthing later.
Yes.
But
that was Letterdoxed.
This is such a highly produced show.
It is.
I do, since it's been on the past 2 episodes, I do want to give an update on the Love is Blind situation.
Yes.
So, have you seen anything on TikTok?
3-character arc. I have seen very minimal.
Okay, so, first off, Jimmy and Chelsea do not make it to the altar.
Okay.
The day before their wedding, they break up.
Slay. Good.
It's actually really... So I'm gonna say this again, not that we get any comments on any of these episodes, but I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea lover. I do believe Chelsea just needs a little bit of therapy. But I do think Jimmy was probably a lot worse than we saw in the edits.
Yeah.
But, so they break up at the end of the day after they had just spent a whole day at an amusement park. And, like, there's nobody else in the amusement park, so I'm sure Netflix, like, rented out the whole thing.
Oh, I'm so sure.
And it was, like, the whole day. They were having fun. They were getting along. They weren't talking about anything bad. There were no arguments. Like, it was a good day for them. And so at the end of the day, you know, they're having dinner, they're whatever. Dinner gets cleared. They're having a conversation. And I don't remember exactly how it all played out, but they were having a good conversation. Mm-hmm. And then at some point it turned, and Jimmy was like, I don't even know where your head's at. Like, we're getting married. And Chelsea did say, like, she thinks after everything they've gone through and they've overcome, that they could get married and that they could work through anything. Like, she felt confident about it. And Jimmy said he wasn't. That he didn't think he could see himself getting married to her after everything that they had gone through. And she was like, you couldn't tell me this earlier? We just had a great day, and you couldn't tell me earlier? We had to go through this whole day while you're in your mind you're not going to get married to me? And it was like, honestly, very mean.
It does sound very mean. Like, have a great day and then be like, it's like breaking up on your anniversary.
Yeah. But like at the end of your anniversary dinner.
Yeah. And
like, what's the point of going through and planning the whole date? Yeah. Especially if you have no intentions to stay together after.
Yeah, it's not an anniversary anymore. It's like, it's over. It's done.
Genuinely.
But I see so many, like, videos on TikTok of people being like, we just broke up at our anniversary dinner. I'm like, then what was the point? And it looks like a fancy restaurant. It's not like we fucking ate at home. Like, it's it's crazy.
I just want to know what goes through people's minds to make them break up. Like, to think, like, okay, the perfect day to break up would be my anniversary.
Exactly.
Because that's planned.
And, like, yeah. Or, like, on, like, any holiday. Like, you can't do that. But, like,
yeah, I don't think you should break up with somebody on a holiday. I don't think you should ask somebody out on a holiday. I don't think you should propose to somebody on a holiday.
Correct.
Or a day that is important to that person.
Or get married. Your wedding should never be on a holiday.
Absolutely not.
Because now that holiday is ruined forever.
Unless you're getting married on National Pirates Day so that you can have a pirate-themed wedding.
But that's not exclusive. You can have a pirate-themed wedding any
You can, but there is a National Pirates Day. I believe it's September 9th.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so sure. I'm sure there is. There's a day for everything. There's a day for the pancakes. There's a day for a chicken sandwich.
I wish I had a chicken sandwich right now.
I know. I have been thinking about a turkey club, B, a crispy chicken sandwich all week. I just want one. But I have been eating cheesesteaks. Not happy about it.
I would also not be happy if I was eating cheesesteaks every day, but I just personally don't like cheesesteaks. A chicken cheesesteak, however, any day, put it in front of me.
But so I have such hyperfixations on food that I can go like a month eating one thing and one thing only.
That is so fair. You could put a chicken Caesar salad in front of me any day of the week, any time of day, and I'm eating it.
A chicken Caesar wrap? Put me out of my misery.
I fucking love chicken Caesar wraps. Oh
put me out of my misery. Chicken Caesar wrap is so good. Pasta salad, Italian pasta salad.
I fucking love pasta salad. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go to the store right now.
I love Italian pasta salad so much, and I cannot make it at home for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, mentally, I cannot make it correctly.
I don't know if I've ever actually tried.
It's something to attempt. I know it's just oil, vinegar, and sugar. Like, that's it. And I cannot get the ratio right.
I have tried, but, like, you gotta make sure you've got the right pasta. You gotta get those cheese cubes. You need the pepperoni and the salami cubes.
Yes.
I do it without olives because I don't like olives.
I don't like olives either.
But I just mix two of my favorite Italian dressings.
See, I like a vinaigrette.
So much in there. So much that it's honestly embarrassing.
I just like vinaigrette. I don't like putting Italian dressing in there. I like a balsamic and then red wine vinegar, oil, and sugar. And
that's fair, I think.
That's the only way I like it. And like Italian hoagies, I don't like Italian dressing on it because some people do that. I do like a vinaigrette.
If Italian dressing is what's available while having an Italian hoagie, I can deal with that. However,
I know
if I can put just straight up oil and vinegar on there, I'm putting so much vinegar on there.
Yes, correct. I love vinegar. Like, some people hate it.
And they're wrong for that, I think.
They are wrong. Vinegar is so good.
The only place I will say, I know vinegar is a great cleaning agent. I will never clean with it, though. Because the smell just never goes away.
No, it doesn't. And I wouldn't clean with vinegar anyway. At all. Like, there's no reason. You're in the 21st century. Clean with something that's not vinegar.
Yeah, like, the chemists have figured it out. We're fine to clean with 409.
And I get that you're like, oh, but I want to live in a natural home. I don't care. If you are cleaning...
Your natural home smells like you've pickled your house.
Yes.
And not in a good way.
And I'm sorry, but, like, I can't trust vinegar cleaning. I can't.
No.
I'm so sorry, guys. I can't trust that.
I will say that that's probably Big Cleanser's propaganda on us.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't know if it's clean. How do you know?
Yeah.
I know bleach does it because I have felt bleach clean.
Mm-hmm.
I have not felt vinegar clean.
No, the only thing I know vinegar does is shrivel things and make certain things so much more delicious.
Yes. Throw a few garlic cloves in there. I'm sure we'd be rocking.
Mm. Do you know what I haven't had in a while, but now that we're talking about vinegar that I kind of want?
What's that?
Bread and butter pickles.
I have bread and butter pickles at my job. God bless, because I like garlicky pickles. That is the only kind of pickle I like. Notably, I
Mm-hmm.
don't like pickles, but these are the only pickles I will eat. They are delicious. I'm so glad we have them.
I feel like I'm gonna have to come to your job when you're working just so I could get these pickles.
Yes, they are
Because
very good.
I think the only time I've ever eaten at your job is when I was with you on your day off.
Yes, correct.
And that was
And
maybe, 3 years ago?
4 probably. I think it was 20. It had to be like 2020 or
It was
2019.
pre-COVID, definitely, I think.
Well, then 2019.
That's so crazy.
Because that was when I started. Although it
Bestie,
could
I'm
have
gonna
been.
have to
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
has
have
been.
to visit you while I'm off this next week.
Yes, come in. And be awkward at my job.
I'll just be like, hey,
Hey, I came
I'm
in for
Megan's friend.
pickles.
Can Megan come eat with me,
Give
actually?
me your pickle. If you come in on Tuesday, I'm there
Give
from
me your
9
pickle.
a.m. to 6:30.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
It is nasty. But I am there.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I hate my job. And when I get a car, because I'm going to eventually get one, new job.
She's getting out of there.
I need to for my own mental health.
So true. But what were we talking about? Oh, Love's Blind.
Goals.
How do we tangent so far off of topic?
Who's to
We're
say?
just yappers. I don't even remember how we got here, actually.
On the podcast, you took your phone out and pushed record. I pushed record.
Hey,
and
do me a favor.
Do you remember the song?
Stop talking.
Do you remember the song that I played?
I do.
Is that your sleeper agent code?
If you remember, I was talking about Love is Blind, and we talked about Jimmy and Chelsea, and
Jimmy.
that was it. Jimby. So, anyway, they break up. So now we're down to 2 couples that make it to the altar. Clay and AD, and Amy and Johnny. Clay and AD go first, and they take up majority of the run on the episode. And I've just known since Clay first stepped onto the screen in episode 1, he was not there for the right reasons. He was not there to get married. He was shifty from the start. He said from the start that he thought this whole thing was stupid, and he was just going on the show because why not?
Which is a bad reason, but okay.
So bad. So, and the whole time he's with AD, right, out in the real world, as they say it in the show. He's like, one of his biggest fears is that, his dad cheated on his mom. He grew up with cheaters, and he's so afraid that one woman's not going to be enough for him, and he's going to cheat on his wife. What? And AD is like looking at that, listening to him say this, and she's like, I got you, baby, I got you. No, girl, stand up. But she says it when they're back, like, in the pods during the dating. When she's in the women's quarters, she does tell the other women, she said, what did she say? Just call her Mrs. Fix-A-Ho.
Yes, I do remember.
And that was one reason she was choosing Clay. So, whatever, right? She looks beautiful. She's walking down the aisle, and Clay's like, ooh, girl, you got that shit on. Which people in the comments of certain, like, TikToks and stuff that were posted after were like, that is such a disrespectful thing to say to your wife in front of your future wife in front of all these people.
Yeah.
But whatever, to each their own, I guess. And And they go through like this whole process as they do, you know, their vows. They spend so much time on the family talking. And finally they get to the part where the officiant is reading the thing, and they're contractually obligated to say and today we're here to find out if love is really blind. And it's so stupid. But AD goes first, and she says, I do. Clay goes second.
Boy.
And they start playing the tense music. And I, at this point, am grabbing Dave's wrist, because we watch it together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna say no. He's not in this. And he does say no. And then he goes on to say that it would be irresponsible of him to say yes when he knows he's not ready for marriage. And how he's gonna stay good to her, and he's gonna stay true to AD, and they're gonna overcome this together, and they're gonna work through this, and down the road, you know, they could try again. And she's just like, wow, what the fuck? And so she walks away. Her friends, her mom, all stand up, walk it. Well, actually, she turns to her mom and her friends, her bridesmaids, and she goes like, we good? And they go, yep. They pack up their stuff. They start walking. Clay's mom stops her and hugs her and just like apologizes. And it's like, I'm sorry, I did not see this coming. You deserve so much better than that.
Oh boy, that's bad when the mom is saying that.
So bad.
Ooh.
So like she walks away. Clay follows her back into her dressing room, and the whole time I'm like, where are your friends to kick him out? But the producers probably kept them out. And he's in there like, you know, like, I feel like shit now. I don't want to see you cry. I feel like shit. I feel like a bad guy. But I don't want to lose you. He's just, his verbiage, the way he talks and the way he acts is very, like, selfish, self-motivated, self-preserving. And I don't like him.
He doesn't sound good.
He really doesn't. I think you would, if you watched the show, I think you would dislike him heavily. But, you know, unfortunately, there's been footage released where they are still together. They do still, like, but I don't know. I feel so bad for AD, because she was in the room crying afterwards, like, with her friends, just asking why she's never enough. And it's, you know, like, it sucks to feel that way. So terrible to feel that way, but to then go back to the man that made you feel that way, like, girl, stand up, you deserve better.
Get up, girl.
But yeah, people were drawing similarities between, well, not similarities, but they were like making comparisons between how when AD was told no at the altar and she stood up, her friends, her mother, they stood behind her, they walked out with her. And in an earlier season, I believe it was season 4, this girl Micah was engaged to this guy Paul, and they had a whole bit where when they were on the altar, the officiant asked her first what they were, like, what if she, like, all the vows things, like, to say I do, and she said, I want him to answer first, actually. I want him to go first.
So
and it is so fair, because he said no. Like, he said, don't, whatever. She obviously started crying, and as she's crying, like, she just walks away immediately, and he's just talking about how they don't fit, and her friends don't follow her. Her family does not follow her as she's walking out of the wherever they're getting married at.
Oh my God.
Paul walks out after her, and her friends, her maid of honor and the rest of her bridesmaids, stay seated in their chairs, just laughing. And the one girl is like, I'm so glad that happened. I actually hate him. I didn't want it. I didn't want this to happen. I'm so glad that he said no to her. And they're laughing. And it's like, it's terrible.
Excuse me.
And it just made me, it brought up all of my emotions from watching that season to begin with, and how terrible it was. And how terrible that was for your friends to not stand with you when the man that you, even though it is a very short process, you grow feelings for somebody, we all know this, a man that you thought was going to say yes to you, because she says she wanted him to go first because she was fully prepared to say yes to him that day, but she did not want the embarrassment of saying yes and him saying no.
Oh,
because she
so
felt
fair.
it that he was
So
going to
fair.
say no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like that sucks for her. And I hope she's not friends with those girls anymore because
She
they
should not
truly
be.
sucked.
They are not girls at all. At all.
Absolutely not. But the other couple, Amy and Johnny, the only ones that I had faith in throughout the entire process, they both said yes, they get married. I don't know if they're still married, but it was very emotional because her father, while they're in the pods, she had said it's very important for her father to approve of the guy that she's getting married to, even in this non-traditional way of dating. And her dad does approve. Her dad likes Johnny.
Good.
And he has two sisters. One sister is with him as he's getting ready, and the other sister is with Amy as she's getting ready. And Amy's father, is hugging her and is like, we are family now, and I have so much love and gratitude for you and your family for being so welcoming to my daughter. And it's like, it was just very sweet to see. So they say yes. It's good. We got one married couple out of season 6. So obviously love is not blind.
I thought there was like a thing where I don't know why this was going around. Like someone was like, they have to get married or something, or they have to choose to marry someone because it's in their contract. Did you see something like that going around?
I didn't see anything like that, but I did see that if they didn't make it to the altar, they had to pay a $50,000 fee to the Netflix producers.
That's insane. Like, right? Genuinely.
And so there were 5 couples, I believe, that came out of the pods, and only 2 of them made it to the altar. Because that's the thing, you just have to make it to the altar on your wedding day. And now this has not been confirmed by any of the cast, but obviously the cast has to sign NDAs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So yeah, it's a little crazy if true, especially because of so many.
Crazy if true.
But that's okay. And also, actually, you know how Trevor is rumored to have had a girlfriend the entire time?
Yes.
Jeremy, another man that we hate, was rumored to have a fiance the entire time.
Oh my
but
god.
Nobody knows if that's true because Sarah Ann, the girl that he totally cheated on his Love is Blind fiance with, is posting videos and content from the house, at least from what looks like the house that Jeremy had bought.
Yeah.
And toured in the show. So it's like, okay, so is Sarah Ann and Jeremy together? Or is Jeremy still with this fiance he supposedly had before filming the show?
Oh boy.
And it's
Could you imagine, like, he broke up with his fiance, like, last minute, and then was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on fucking Love is Blind.
That's crazy.
That
would
be crazy.
The whole thing is crazy. I hate this whole cast. I shouldn't say I hate the whole cast. I hate all of the men on the cast, Johnny excluded. Let me rephrase as well. All of the men that they show in detail on the cast, because there's, I think it's 15 men and 15 women to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And we only really saw half of them. So I guess it's not fair to lump the whole cast in together, whatever.
They only gave a shit about the toxic ones.
Well, they only give a shit about the ones that actually look like they're going somewhere. But the reunion episode comes out this Wednesday.
I did see that. I got a little notification on my phone when the news thing pops up, when they hear us talking about the shit.
Oh, I love that they're listening.
Yes.
But I'm so excited for the reunion, specifically what's going to happen between if Laura and Jeremy both show up, if Sarah Ann shows up, if Trevor shows up, and all these, because it's supposed to be now. In one year, they tried to do a live broadcast of the reunion, and it just didn't work. So I am wondering if they're going to try that again, and then have like questions coming in real time.
Well, yeah, because weren't they doing it live from Netflix or something?
Yeah, they tried it live from Netflix, and then they had like nothing but problems with it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
which is
especially
crazy,
it was
because
like
if you're a
I think the
streaming
first time they
site,
did that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you would think with all the money that they have.
I know, but there's a difference. I think there's a difference between live streaming and like having a lot of money, but you're still gonna have difficulties because people, they don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like if 9-year-olds online can figure it out,
they should be able to. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the Love is Blind stuff, at least that I know of and can remember, because I stopped taking notes.
Well, I enjoy it. I love the updates, so I don't have to watch the show.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay,
I wish you would watch the show.
I wish I would too, but I can't handle it.
That's so fair.
It makes me too anxious sometimes.
It's a terrible show.
It is. But I love that you love watching it, so I can get the deets. But I think we're done.
I mean, we did hit the hour mark. Do you have anything else?
No.
You want to bring to today? I don't even remember what we talked about.
As soon as
you say, I think that's a wrap, or I think we're done, the last 60 minutes leave my brain blanks.
Absolutely. It is like I genuinely think we're like sleeper agents on this.
I would agree.
Because every time I do the theme song, it goes. And then I'm trying to think of in the middle of the podcast, I'm trying to think of a name for the podcast, and I'm like, but what did we talk about? Did we say anything funny?
You're just thinking about rebranding?
Not the name for the podcast and the episode.
Oh, well, yeah. Because you do try to name based on something we said.
Yes, and it's hard because I can't remember.
That's so
I can't remember what we did.
And it's hard if there's nothing notable. Like when I told you about the space girl in the bathtub thing, obviously that's a title.
Yes. Obviously. I think I'm going to call this episode Sleeper Agent something.
You did say it a
Sleeper
lot.
Agents. I did. So I think that is what I'm going to call it.
I think that's a good name.
I think so as well. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the podcast.
Doing whatever it is you're doing, I guess. Unless you're committing crimes, and then not thank you.
Don't commit crimes, because we're sleeper agents, and once that thing... Actually, you know what? You can tell us about the crimes you commit, because after I do the outro, it's gone. That's why I listen to the podcast, because when it's on Spotify.
Send me in DM what crimes you're committing, your full government name, social security number, and current address.
If you could also include credit card number, credit card.
Yeah, if you could give me the credit card number, the 3-digit code on the back,
the CCV,
and the expiration date, that would be so helpful.
And we will forget your crimes. But that's why it's so interesting for me to listen to the podcast, because I remember nothing of what we talked about.
I remember snippets of it, and then I listen back and I'm like, oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah. And then we're here. So I'm going to put us back in our sleeper agent cells.
Okay. I'm going to sleep. Remember, we lose an hour of sleep tonight.
I'm losing nothing.
So true, Queen.
Good night, everyone. If it's night, good morning if it's morning.
Good whatever time of day it is.
But bye-bye is all I have to say to you.
Bye.